Welcome back to News Geelong, and we turn into the world of local cricket, and what better way than the man who's taking the leading wickets in GCA 1 to date this season, Brad Scown, the North Geelong Magpies opening bowler, who caught up with our news presenter Graham Rawlins, who was down in Leopold as the Magpies defeated the Lions last weekend.
They're sitting on top of the ladder as the North Geelong Magpies are battling against Leopold, and joining us, one of their top players, Brad Scown. Brad, North Geelong travelling very well at the moment against Leopold. 4 for 145, chasing 218 for victory.
Yeah, we're playing with a bit of swagger at the moment. Going along nicely. Hopefully we can keep ticking them over and get the points.
And young Armistead, Anthony Armistead, got the side off to a blasting start before he got run out, hitting 9 fours in 45. So a good strong start on a perfect ground.
Absolutely perfect start. Anthony's worked hard the whole pre-season, massive in England, and he's doing really well. He's paid off with a bit of dividends opening the bat.
Brad, North Geelong sit on top of the ladder after a good outright win last round. Yourself, good form, 6 for 27 in that game. The team seemed to be working very well together.
Look, that's been our main issue, not working as a team, and that's the thing we've worked on, is working as a team, getting to know each other as mates, and it's paid off massively for us.
I understand Andrew Ferguson, who playing with North Geelong, had some involvement pre-season-wise, bringing that bonding sort of approach onto the field.
Fergie's been fantastic for us. He's done all the right things. He's turned up at every single training, and he's taken a big leadership role, which he hasn't done since he's been at North Geelong, so he's been really good for us.
And the leadership role that Sam Hall's taken on this year, a young man who started his junior cricket with North Geelong and has been a Magpie all the way through, seeming to gain additional experience and confidence with the role.
Most definitely. He, as he gets older and older, he's learning he's more about the game, and he just loves it. He's probably the heart and soul of our club at the moment, and we all just get behind him, and if we all could take his role, we're going to go a long way.
And at this stage of the season, the crucial 4-point break sitting out on top of the ladder after the outright win must give you a lot of confidence going towards the first break of season 2012-13.
That's right. We had the opportunity to have a crack at Buffalo Steel for outright, and we go into now the tougher rounds with Joey's, Newtown and all them, go in there with 4-point buffer, and hopefully that set up a whole season.
If you take the North Geelong hat off, who do you see as the real threats? Maybe the other three top sides in the competition at this stage, or maybe towards the end of the season?
I think the three sides that we look at is probably South Barwon, the strongest batting lineup in the comp. St Joey's, they've got a good all-round side, and West, they've got the X factor Buchanan boys, so you just never know.
Thanks, Brad, and best of luck against St Joseph's this weekend. Hopefully not too many wickets. Now we're down to the Geelong Cricket Club, where we caught up with Geelong Cricket Club coach Damien Shanahan as they move into the 2020 Bush Bash this weekend in Horsham. A big blow for the Cats, losing Josh Crosswaite, wicket-keeper, where Andre Borovic has received a reprieve. Crosswaite to be out for at least Christmas and possibly more. Here's Shanners.
Another big innings from Aaron Finch. Good to see him putting on the runs, and surely he's put his name well and truly in front of the selectors' minds now.
Absolutely. I think it's 450 runs at about 110 average and strike rate of about 110, 115. So he's been absolutely brilliant in the one-day format in the Ryobi Cup, and it really must be a massive chance now to get a yellow cap.
Started the Sheffield Shield Friday today, and where can we see him down the future? Is he going to be playing for Geelong in the coming weeks, or is he going to be tied up with Victoria?
He's got this week for Victoria, and then obviously the big bash starts with the Melbourne Renegades on the 7th of December, coming to camp on the 2nd of December, so he'll probably be most likely unavailable throughout that time, but it just really depends on when the games are and so forth, but crystal balling at the moment, it's probably unlikely that we'll see him at Geelong until after Christmas.
And you guys yourselves are into the 2020s this week, a trip up to Horsham to take on Footscray, Edgewater and Essendon. The boys must be excited to get away in a bit of a change of format.
Yeah, it's funny, we've had 2 rounds of 2 days, and I suppose our principles of 2-day cricket are something we're continually working on, but to flip the whole training set this week and boys are quite excited, and we're planned really well this week. We're taking 12 to Horsham. We've also got Jeremy Hart back from South Australia for the weekend, which is a real bonus for us and for our group. So yeah, we're quite confident that we can get a couple of wins up in Horsham. Both decent 2020 sides we're playing, so it's going to be a real challenge, but hopefully we can play really well and play to our extreme and get 8 points from the weekend.
What's done in this week of training with the 2020? You're obviously involved in the Renegades and know a bit about that side of the game. What's done differently at training this week? A bit more dynamic stuff, or is it a lot of the same principles?
No, absolutely different. It's you totally flip it on its head. Opening batters have got to be looking for shots all the time. We've got to be scoring pretty much every ball. We've got 120 balls of opportunity in 2020 cricket, so there's actually a lot more probably planning goes into the 2020 format than our other stuff really. So our players have got to be aware, captain's got to be aware, bowlers have got to be their awareness of exactly what they're coming up against, exactly what we want to execute in six-pack bowling, and obviously from a batting point of view is hitting our targets at any given time, 6 overs, 10 overs, 15 overs, and obviously ultimately the 20 over mark. So there's a lot to sort of condense into 1 week of training, but it's been really good, and you've got 1 week to prepare them, so hopefully the boys can go out and really enjoy themselves on the weekend and play to the optimum level.
And the second grade get an opportunity on the main ground under the headlights, I guess, with Luke Ford making his debut after big innings last week.
Yeah, the seconds will be playing 2 2020 games here. Luke Ford, brilliant last week, 143 in the thirds, coming in around about number 6, massive run chase, pressure on. And just delivered upon it, and it was a fantastic innings for a 16-year-old to do, and obviously his bowling is coming on in leaps and bounds, and now playing the Vic 17s in a few weeks' time. It's a great bonus for him, and coming into the second 11 as a 16-year-old, we're really big on pushing our youth through, and he's got massive potential, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how he performs on the bigger stage. And he's got a very good temperament, very good head on his shoulders, so I'm sure he'll be able to contribute to our programs, and really hope for the best for him.
And a quick one on Jeremy Hart. Good to get a frontline spinner back and amongst the boys after spending a bit of time in South Australia. How is he going over there? And just good to have him back with the boys.
Yeah, well, it's worked out pretty well. They've got a bye in grade cricket over there on the weekend, so obviously I'm always in contact with Jeremy, and he's been going really well. He's got a bundle of wickets in first grade cricket in South Australia, just on the fringe, I think, of breaking into the Shield side. So he's so enthusiastic and wanting to play some more cricket, and obviously Horsham's not too far from Adelaide, so he can sort of get there and back within a day and a half. It's massive for our group. He's the best leg spinning bowler probably outside the state system. So 50 odd wickets last season, 50 odd the year before for us, and he'll make us walk a lot taller come Saturday.
Thanks, Shanners, and hopefully you return from Horsham with maximum points. Don't forget you can follow us on Twitter @NewsGeelong31 for all the latest in news and sport. But stay tuned till after the break, where Graham Rawlins and I will have an in-depth look at local cricket around the Geelong region.